Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua B'Shem Rukakwadash. And I'm going to just entitle this Isaiah 11 verses 14 to 16, because the brother had left a comment in my one of my videos, and I got it through the notification, and he said, can I do a video on this precept here? He said specifically verses 14, 15, and 16, and he had mentioned that the apostle Gabar had did a video dealing with the same precept here. So I'm just going to go through it. It says Isaiah 11 verse 14, but they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines, which are those of the Hamites whose line goes back to Mizraim, Egyptians, so you can understand. Toward the west, they shall spoil them of the east together. So you can't be in the east and the west at the same time. It's just talking about a world takeover, that the Israelites are going to take this whole planet over. So we're going to have to gather all these nations together. And this goes hand in hand with Numbers, the 24th chapter, where Balaam curses out Balak and tells Balak what these people are going to do. The people that you want to curse, this is what they're going to do at the end of this thing. They're going to be valiant in war, and they're going to take you over, and they're going to put you in slavery. And they mention the Edomites and Moab. So this is just the same event. See, when you read the scriptures, like for example, Zechariah 14 and 12, you start from the first verse, you read the whole chapter. It's the same event as Isaiah the 14th chapter, Isaiah the 13th chapter, Isaiah the 34th chapter, or Jeremiah the 50th chapter, Jeremiah the 51st chapter, Revelation the 18th chapter, and there's many, the 9th chapter, and there's many precepts and chapters of the various prophets telling you the same story, but seeing it in a different vision. It's all the same story. So Isaiah 11 verse 14 to 15, Isaiah 11 verse 14 to 16 is talking about the same thing, the destruction. When this man goes down, we're going to take this man out. It says, and the Lord Yahweh shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea. Any tongue that's spoken around the world, there's only going to be one tongue. That's the Hebrew. It says, and with his mighty wind is what? The destruction. Now, I spoke about this in a video I did a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago. Actually, I believe it was a Saturday. The Saturday past. I read Revelation 7th chapter, where it was commanded to the angels to hold back the winds until we seal the elect in their forehead, the 144,000. So that wind represents this destruction. It says, and with 15 verse, and with his mighty wind shall he shake his hand over the river, and shall smite it in the 7 streams, and make men go over dry shod. So we know that it's not talking about one river. If you go to, give you an example. Let me open up another tab here. Let's go to Revelation. I believe it's Revelation, the 16th chapter. You know, you come across that word river in the singular, you looking for that one river, the great river Euphrates, or this river, which in Revelation the 16th chapter, it actually mentions the great river Euphrates. Now, back when the Israelites were being delivered from ancient Egypt, they went through the Red Sea. Specifically, they went through the Gulf of Suez, because they were in Goshen, and the body of water that was near to Goshen, to the east of Goshen, was what I just say, the Gulf of Suez. And in between the Gulf of Suez and the Gulf of Akbar was the wilderness that they were in for 40 years. And after 40 years, they had to go where? Northward. So the river that it's talking about now, the main river is Euphrates. And we know it's not talking about one particular river. It's talking about those bodies of waters in that area and any place where they feel the destruction. Like in America, all the rivers, all the bodies of water, the Mississippi, all those rivers and bodies of water will be dried up. Give me a second, I want to just... Okay, here, I got it right now. Revelation... Where should I start? Revelation 16, verse 12. And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. So it says here in Isaiah 11 verse 15, and Yahweh shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea, and with his mighty wind shake, and with his mighty wind shall he shake his hand over the river, and shall smite it in the seven streams, and make men go over dry shod. Now, when you look up the word dry shod, it means, the word there is na'il, which means shoe. It says a shoe, a sandal. It says here in Exodus 3 verse 5, and he drew, and he said, draw not nigh hither, put off thy shoes from off thy feet. So when the Most High smites that river, it's going to be dried up, as we read in Revelation 16. And you're going to have people that's able to walk across that river, or any body of water that is dried up in that day. They'll be able to walk over the water, because the water is not going to be there. It says 15 verse again, and Yahweh shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea, and with his mighty wind, the destruction, shall he shake his hand over the river, and shall smite it. And I gave you Revelation the 16th chapter, because the Euphrates is a great river. And shall smite it. They call it the Euphrates even to this day. And shall smite it in the 7 streams, and make men go over dry shod. They're going to make men go over it where they're able to walk through the river in their shoes, meaning because there's not going to be any water there. Now, mind you, when you read the scriptures don't go into super detail. The breakdowns are given to you in a parabolic form. Like it says, the Lord coming back on a white horse. We know the Lord ain't coming back on a white horse, but it's parabolic and symbolic for the power that he's coming back in. He's going to actually, he's not coming back on a cloud. He's coming back on a so-called UFO. And the white represents purity. Now let's go to the 16th verse, Isaiah 11 verse 16. And there shall be an highway, or a way to go, for the remnant, the remaining of his people. Who are the Lord's people? The Israelites. Because the 2/3 is going to be destroyed, are the 2/3 in Babylon the Great. Because you're going to have Israelites living in Central and South America. You're going to have Israelites, and you had Israelites literally spread all over the world. So there's going to be a way to go to lead those people back into Israel. A lot of them are going to be put to death. But when they see the miracles, when they see the destruction, they're going to become believers. And the Most High is going to magnify his men. And we're going to have spiritual power. So you're going to have some people that's going to buck up against it. They're going to be put to death. But you're going to have other Israelites that's going to see it. They're going to become believers. They're going to believe that they're Israelites. And then they're going to have to go back to the way, go back to Israel. Now that doesn't mean that all Israel is going to be, all up in Jerusalem. We're going to still be gathered around the world. The priests are going to be gathered around the world, because we got to teach the other nations the law. Anyway, it says, 16th verse, and there shall be an highway for the remnant of his people, the remaining of his people, because the elect are going to be beamed up. The remaining of his people are going to be down here to witness everything, which shall be left from Assyria. And you're going to have Israelites literally coming out of Assyria, coming out of Iraq, coming out of Iran, coming out of different parts of Africa, like as it was to Israel in the day that he came up out of the land of Egypt. Now we came out of the land of Egypt as a nation. This destruction, we're going to come out of all those lands that we were scattered to. Give you one last precept that comes to mind. Hosea 1. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured or numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place is America, but it's also all the Israelites scattered throughout the whole planet, where it was said unto them, ye are not my people. There it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. So we know that's talking about America. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel, that's why in Ezekiel 37:16, it was spoken of that Ezekiel should take the stick of Judah, which the word translates into plank, and the stick of Ephraim, his companions, and put them sticks together and hold them as one stick or plank in thy hand. So Hosea 1 verse 11, then shall the children of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, Judah and his companion, and the children of Israel, Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and his companion, which are the rest of the tribes, Gad, Reuben, and so forth, be gathered together and appoint themselves one head. That head is King David. That's the physical head. And they shall come up out of the land, but they're going to come up, ultimately they're going to come out of the lands. That one singular land is America. For great shall be the day of Jezreel. Jezreel meaning Yazarai Allah. He seed of God, or he seed of the power. So I hope that cleared up, gave you a better understanding of the breakdown. And certain precepts came to mind. I just didn't go to them. I wanted to make this kind of quick. But if anybody has any precepts, they can easily put in the comment section of this video. With that, I'm going to say shalom.